What's good? It's your girl D, back with a haul video because the bitch went shopping. You know, technically at the time that this is being filmed, we still have 29 minutes left in July. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just count this as like an August haul since I already did like 3 in July, but you know, whatever. Anyways, so H&M Beauty picked up some things in their clearance section. Target picked up some things that were on clearance there, as well as for the creation of my black-owned makeup brand video that'll be forthcoming soon. And then went to Ulta because they had a free gift with purchase, but actually you had to spend $21 on an actual Ulta branded items. So who didn't do that was me, because I really don't need Ulta branded items right now, so I just spent money and redeemed points. So yeah, we're gonna look at shit you want to see. Here we go. First up, and you know what, there really isn't, normally I go from order of least important to bitch, will you see this shit here? I have too much for that, so this is going to be all over the place. But I'm going to stick with the black owned makeup brand. I know Jackie Aina challenged a lot of people to do a video featuring just black owned makeup brands. And what I'm able to actually reach out and touch here in Kansas City is Shea Moisture. I do have a couple items from Iman. I also picked up maybe three or four things from Black Radiance, but I wanted to go ahead and do something featuring black owned makeup brands. It's not as easy as you think, at least to reach out, you know, to go and get that instant gratification. I mean, if you shop online, it's easy peasy. I'm impatient, so I just went ahead and bought shit right here, not today. So, one thing, I know that people kind of fudge on, you know, a couple things in the video, like a setting spray or a brow pencil, which I still have to find a black-owned makeup brand brow pencil. Still gonna be looking for that. But for now, Shea Moisture actually has some brushes. Dual-ended, so they have a foundation and concealer brush, a powder and a blush brush, an eyeshadow and an eyeliner brush. Like, bitch, is this not perfect? Yes, it is. So we're definitely going to be featuring that in the video. Also from Shea Moisture, we have their cream concealer. And this is in the shade Fawn. It's a little bit lighter when I swatched it illegally, because you're not supposed to swatch things in Target. But I bought it. It is a little bit lighter than the shade that I normally wear in concealers. I usually get somewhat similar to my skin tone. I've been rocking the Born This Way concealer for the past couple videos, which I love, but I went ahead and wanted something brighter so that it would really show up in a highlight. So yeah, about that life. Okay. But you know, I'm excited for that. I really am. So it's one shade lighter, you know, it ain't gonna hurt. We're gonna see how we can incorporate that in the video. In addition, from Shea Moisture, I also got a couple of their eyeshadow singles. This is in the shade Smoky Quartz. And this is in the shade Rachel. One of my friends asked me to also do the reverse smoky eye that seems to be making its way around the internet right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my take on that, which is why I got some of these darker shades. We also have a tinted lip gloss from Shea Moisture. This is, it says Superfruit on here. I don't know if that's the shade or not. Whenever I hear Superfruit, I immediately think of Mitch. Oh my gosh, Mitch and Scott, thank you. Mitch and Scott from Pentatonics and their sub-channel of Superfruit. We also have volumizing mascara, also from Shea Moisture. We have a longwear lip pencil from Shea Moisture. This is in the shade Dark. And then switching over to the other black owned brand that I picked up, Black Radiance, I have a, what are you? Pressed powder. This is in the shade Rich Mahogany. I have a baked bronzer, which is what I'm going to be using as the highlight. I have a baked blush. This is in the shade Raspberry Framboise. I have a lipstick from Black Radiance. This is in the shade Copper. We have eyeshadow from Black Radiance. This is the Downtown Browns palette. Ooh, it's like, oh, don't fall. And then we have a cream eyeliner in the shade Classic Black. So the only thing that I need to complete that Black-owned makeup brand video is a actual brow pencil and possibly a setting spray. But I'm, you know, that is going to be coming later on this week. Moving on, H&M, damn it. Their beauty section also had a clearance. And one thing that I do not have enough of is blush. I have been rocking the hell out of my Eyes Lips Face blush. That palette has, even though it's still got a lot of product in it, the palette is broken because that's how much I've used the damn thing. So I wanted to pick up some other blushes. This is in the shade Apricot. And also I will mention that at the time that I purchased it, their clearance beauty items were an extra 30% off. So even though this said $3, it was only $2.10 when it rang up. Alright, we also have Hot Pink, which, you know, I really don't need, but I'm aware because I can. And if not, I'll just throw it in my kit for somebody else. Okay, we have Pale Pink. I think that would actually be pretty on this, my dark skin. I think that would be very pretty. Alright, then I also got a couple eyeshadows that they had. This one is called Brownie Points. Like a nice basic matte brown. Good as a transitional shade whenever you're going to be doing a heavy colored eyeshadow look. This shade is called Dark Crystal. And this looks like it is a metallic purple. I knew that it was purple, but I didn't know that it had a little bit of a metallic look to it. And then picked up a couple eye brushes. We've got a crease blending brush and a large shading brush. Again, even though it says $3, everything that I actually purchased was $2.10, which is why we have so much. Oh, with the exception of these wipes, because you know I be collecting wipes, and I think I just needed something to make up a certain total or whatever. But the wipes were what? Yeah, wipes were $3.99. Not horrible. All right, that concludes H&M. And then to finish up Target, I saw one of my friends in our Facebook group who had this. It is a mascara and shadow shield. So if you're going to be doing mascara, you just hold it. Let's go ahead and break it open. If you're going to be doing your mascara, just right there, just, you know what? We're not going to get this mascara on this eye. You're going to be doing your eyeshadow. Whoa. change the game. Why don't you? Definitely going to be incorporating that for probably that Urban Decay Moondust palette, because it has so much damn fallout. When I do some new tutorials for that, I'll definitely be breaking this out. Okay, and then right now at Target, the Sonia Kashuk brushes, at least the Knockout Beauty, that particular design, Knockout Beauty, and then her other flower limited edition flowery and colorful ones, they are all on insane clearance. One of my friends in the Facebook group asked me, hey, can you post those tags? I was like, sure, cool. And as it turns out, she was able to find them for cheaper than what I was able to get them for. So I'm kind of hurt that I spent the money that I did, even though it was clearance. But we have a smoky eye brush set. Has a large eyeshadow brush, crease brush, blending brush, angled liner, small eyeshadow, and a precision pencil brush. These bristles are all black in color. And then we have the ones that really attracted my attention. This is a Brush Couture set that has a tapered blush and a tapered blush highlight brush, a powder or a blush brush, a contour or a buffing brush, and then a duo fiber foundation / concealer brush. So the first set was $13.98. These were $15.98. And I was going to settle for just those two, but as it turns out, I had a $5 gift card, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we backed them all out. And last, I got this big one, which is $27. This has the powder and blush brush, the buffing brush, the duo fiber angled brush, contour, a pointed foundation, precision concealer, domed shadow, fluffy shadow / blending brush, precision crease, smudge, a lip brush, and a brow groomer. Now, these is pretty. I'm a sucker for some damn pretty brushes. Even got a little bit of a stipple on this one too, which I believe is that angled foundation brush. Is that it? Dual fiber angled brush? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that's a dual fiber angled brush, but it looks like it has some stippling brushes on there too, which stippling brushes are great whenever you're applying a liquid foundation because it helps to disperse the product a little bit more evenly. Now, if you compare these brushes to the new look, it looks like a kind of a redesign or rebrand for that appearance in how it is that they visually are appealing. I can understand why they were marked down to clearance, not necessarily to say this is a shitty product, but to say, you know what, out with the old, in with the new. So I do get that. Please check your local Target for those brushes. They are going pretty damn quickly, and I will be featuring them in an upcoming tutorial as well too, to see how they work. And then last but not least, let's not break shit, shall we? Yeah, let's do that last. Let's not break shit. Okay, cool. So stopped in Ulta, and today was a day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I love Jesus. He knows I cuss. That's fine. He knows my heart. Again, I don't have enough blush. At least I don't have enough of a variety that I'm comfortable with. So this is in the Makeup Revolution London blush palette. This is in Sugar and Spice. All right, here we go. Please don't be broken though. After all that, I will be pissed. Okay. All right. So we've got 2 baked, 1 outright shimmer, and then 5 matte. Also has a mirror in here. I'm very excited to use these colors. Again, I like bright colors on chocolate skin. As long as they're applied properly and not too much over the top, too heavily or anything like that, they can be done well and really accentuate the features. Alright, now we have the Tarte High Performance Naturals Creamy Powder Foundation. Double Duty Beauty. Double Duty Beauty. Duty Booty. Booty Booty Booty. Rocking everywhere. Powder foundation, right? From Tarte. This actually was on sale just for 3 days only. For $21. It normally is $35. So I think that that is great for any type of high-end foundation. Comes in a lovely container. I actually am wearing this right now because I just filmed a quick makeup basic video. The only thing that I don't know, and I'll have to look it up, is that it comes with this two-sided sponge, which has this nice soft purpley fiber on here, and I don't know if that's just for decor or if that's actually being intended to be used. I actually use the sponge side, but you know, I'll let you know that eventually. It also comes in a very cute little pouch that says "Make Today Beautiful." Bitch, I already am beautiful. I don't need to make today beautiful because I'm is beautiful. Fuck with me if you want to. And then, because I had some points to redeem, and then it actually is allowable, the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, I know that there was some hype around this. Not necessarily hype like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette where you couldn't find that shit no mo. Are we still recording? Oh, okay, cool. I know that there was some hype around it, but it's in stock. I like this. It's got this nice velvety feel to it. One thing I've never been a fan of, though, is Anastasia's brushes. I've got the Self-Made palette, and that brush was really rough, at least the crease part. So I'll let you know when I do a tutorial on this too, how I like the fibers of that particular brush, because it does look to be a good quality brush. Just for some reason, these bristles on the crease part were too much for me, and just a little bit too rough. This one feels soft enough to where I don't think I would have any kind of difficulty with it. But it's got a variety of shimmers and mattes in here. Some good transitional colors too. Look like a nice good fall palette actually, to where you could make some good looks that aren't too heavy, like, you know, wear a lot of these on a day-to-day basis. So I'm looking forward to working with this too. And that's all I got, folks. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, for liking, for commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl in the comments section. Be sure to check out the other videos on the playlist as well too. They've got quite a little bit out there to keep you entertained. Until next time, I will see you on a later video.